Oh, hi. Hey, everybody. Good to see you today. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks so much. Really good to see you today. Uh, it's a really exciting time. Look.
Yeah, yeah. Leroy's really excited. We are spending some time making a tower. Do you guys like making towers? Yeah.
I love making towers. I really do. It's so much fun, because you build it up. And then it just gets so tall. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, which one should we go with next?
Well, you see, uh, we've got this door. And there's these big pieces here. Let me think. Ah, hmm. Okay, maybe put the orange one on next.
Okay, I'll do the orange one. All right, we'll put it right there.
Oh, whew, it's making me nervous.
Yeah, it makes us nervous a little bit. All right, so what next?
Uh, you know, well, we've got three little ones, two big ones here. Uh, I'm gonna go with the big one. Yeah, I want the big blue one, because blue's my favorite color.
Okay, if that's what you think, we want to put the big one on here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Because bigger is better.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see what happens. You ready?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! It's okay, Leroy. It's all right. It's all right.
It fell. Oh.
It's okay. We can build it back, right? Yeah, we can. We can build this back up.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just hate when it falls. Do you hate when things fall? I really do. Whew. Kind of gave me a fright. Whew.
Yeah, it was a little scary. It was falling down, and it just, you know, I what we have to learn from that, Leroy, is that sometimes we have to start out with the bigger thing on the bottom. We have to create a better foundation because you see,
A what?
a foundation,
A fountain?
a foundation, a foundation.
I heard you.
Okay.
Foundation. I got it.
Can you tell them what it is then?
No, but I know what word it is.
Yeah. Okay. So a foundation is something where we have something strong on the bottom so that we can build it back up better. So here, if we take this and we make it bigger on the bottom, and yeah,
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Uh-huh.
and so it makes it a little bit bigger on the bottom. We do it like that, and that, and that.
Yeah. Now what?
Well, now we'll take this big one and put it on top. Now we have a sturdier foundation.
Oh, I see. So the other one was too narrow and it was gonna fall over.
Yep, that's right. It was too narrow. It was too small. It needed this bigger foundation on the bottom. So now we can build on that. Look, I can even put it here in the middle. We can build it there, and we can keep going up, just like that.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I like them a lot. Yeah, this is gonna be a great project.
It really is, Leroy. I really think it's going to be good. But you know, since our friends are here, and since you're here, and we're this kind of reminds me of something.
Yeah, Stuff always reminds you of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I'm reminded of a lot of stuff sometimes. But it does. It reminds me of something from the Bible. It's a parable that Jesus told us.
Oh, I love parables. Can you tell me what those are again?
Yeah, parables are the stories or the things that Jesus would tell his followers, because there was a time where Jesus was on this, they call it Mount Sinai, and he was standing there, and there was a bunch of people all over, and he was telling them all kinds of really cool things, telling them about what it means to love other people, telling them what it means to pray.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and he was telling them all this great information, just loads and loads of it. And you can read all about it in the book of Matthew in the Bible.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. And so what we learn is that he was telling them all kinds of things. He was telling them about judging other people. He was telling them about having faith. He was telling them what it means to care for other people and do unto others as you would have them do unto you. He's telling them all this great stuff. And then he tells them another little parable. And this reminds me of that. And it's found in Matthew chapter 7, starting in verse 24.
Oh, can you read it?
Yes, I'd love to read it. It says, "Everyone then who hears these words of mine,"
Jesus.
yes, Jesus, his words, "and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on the house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against the house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it." Isn't that something?
Wow. So let me get this straight.
Okay, why don't you explain it?
Well, I'll try. So, there was one man who built his house on a rock. How do you build a house on a rock?
Well, I think probably in this time there were probably a cliff looking over the sea. And a cliff is like a rock. Okay, so it's big, it's strong, it's sturdy.
Yeah, okay. So he built his house there. He spent a lot of time building his house. It's probably pretty hard to build onto a rock.
Yeah, it probably was pretty hard. It's probably a little bit more difficult because the ground is stronger. It takes a little bit, like even with this, it'll take it a little bit longer to build it taller because we're making it wider first.
Ah, I see. So he built his house on the rock, and then a big storm came, and the house stood firm, still.
Yeah, that's right. He built his house on a rock, and it stood firm.
Okay, and then the other guy, he built his house on sand. Why would you build a house on sand? Like a sandcastle?
Yeah, well, kind of, I guess. He just decided, I think, that maybe he wanted to be closer to the water or something like that. And he just decided, well, I'm just going to build my house on this sand. No big deal. He built his house there. And then what happened?
Well, the storm came and knocked it all down.
That's right. It said it was a great fall. So it knocked it all down. It was a big fall. And so what we learn from this and what Jesus is teaching us from this is that if we just go about our day and we don't put him first, if we don't have him as our foundation, if we don't have his truths from his Bible as our foundation, then we're going to go about, and when something hard comes, we're going to fall. And hard things are going to come.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is that sometimes we have bad days, right? Sometimes we don't feel good. Sometimes we get angry.
Yeah, like when that tower fell, I was kind of angry. I was kind of upset.
Yeah, I know you were kind of upset, and so you didn't like get angry and to where you were just totally defeated and you just wanted to quit.
No, I just wanted to try again.
Yeah, that's right. You wanted to try again. And that's what Jesus helps us do. Is that sometimes things happen that are hard, that are difficult. Maybe we lie. Maybe we do something what we're not supposed to. But if we have Jesus as our foundation, then we know that we can go to him and we can ask for forgiveness. We can go to him and we can ask for help. He teaches us in his word that how to pray and how to pray to him.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun one to learn.
Yep, it will be. It'll be a good one to learn about. And also, when we don't have Jesus as our foundation, let's say that this was down here and we didn't have Jesus as our foundation, when things came, it just crashes down.
Just like earlier.
That's right. Just like earlier, it just crashes down. Because when things come at us, when we're angry, when things are hard, then instead of turning to Jesus, we turn to ourselves. And we find that it just doesn't go as well. We find that when we don't have Jesus as our foundation, then things are just, there's something missing.
What?
Well, it's a word called peace or hope. Those things are missing. We don't have those things because we're missing Jesus as our foundation, because we can't create peace. We can't create greatness. We can't create those things because unless Jesus is our foundation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so like the man that built his house on the sand, he was trying to do it on his own, and he messed up. His house fell down. And that's the same way if I was angry and I didn't have Jesus, then I couldn't go to him and I couldn't say, Jesus, please forgive me. Jesus, please help me to love. Jesus, please help me to not be angry.
That's right. That's right, Leroy. We have to have Jesus as our foundation, and we use his word to learn and to grow and to be better in everything that we do. And sometimes we mess up. Sometimes things are hard. But when we have Jesus as our foundation, we can always lean on him and know that we are going to be okay because we are with him.
Yeah, that's so cool. I really like that. Thank you for that. That's a really helpful thing.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm really glad you liked it, Leroy. So what do you say we continue to build our tower? Let these guys get along with their day. I hope you guys have a great day. Be good for your parents. And remember, let Jesus be your foundation today. I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, see you later. All right, now let's do this. You want? Let's do that one. Yeah.